Can fat turn into muscle or muscle into fat? Can muscle turn into fat or fat turn into muscle? How many times have you heard this hilarious fats and muscles myth? Yes, this is one fats and muscles myth that will never go away. Get this straight. Fat will never turn into muscle and muscle will never turn into fat. The reason is simple. Your body fats and muscles are made up of completely different cell structure and they are so different that they cannot be converted to each other. Your muscle is very much alive and work very hard whereas fat just sits there doing nothing and just plain looking ugly. How can they be the same or can be converted to each other? How did this fitness myth come about then? Well, let me offer some suggestions. When a fat person train with weights, he will build muscles and then for his muscle definition to show, he will have to lose fat. He will do cardio exercises and eat healthily to achieve a healthy fat loss. When that is accomplished, he will reveal a lean muscular body because he has already packed on some muscle mass and have lost a substantial amount of body fat from his lose fats and build muscles program. So when people see his newfound lean muscular body and notice that his body fat is now gone, some will comment that his fats has turned into muscles. Isn't that a nonsensical comment? Not just nonsensical, it is downright hilarious. Now, just say that this same guy has lost his motivation to train for whatever reasons and because he no longer wants to maintain his lean muscular body, he naturally will lay off exercises and start to eat unhealthily. Gradually, he will put on body fat because of his unhealthy diet and the fact that he no longer exercised to burn calories. Then as he put on more fat, the fat begins to cover up his muscles and his muscles are no longer noticeable. These same people who do not know the biology of muscle and fat will proclaim that his muscles has turned into body fat. Well, these chaps must be magicians or how else can muscle turn into fat or fat turn into muscle? Why am I exposing this fat and muscle myth? Because it is funny. Well, perhaps that too. But the main reason is that this fat and muscle myth has put a lot of people away from exercising to build muscles and continue to indulge in unhealthy eating habits by proclaiming that there is no point building muscles because once they stop, they will get fat. Again, this is rubbish because most of them are fat to begin with anyway. It is just a lazy excuse not to exercise and eat healthily. So if you have friends who tout this fat and muscle myth to you, send them this article. You may be doing them a great favor when they realize the truth and head for the gym to build some muscles and lose some body fat. Then what about you? Are now convinced that muscle will never turn into fat and fat into muscle? If not, write to me and tell me why.